All right, finally got this thing running. Let me tell you about what I did to figure out what was wrong with this unit. What's up everybody, Ryan here. Today we are going to be pulling this hanging heater down, lowering it down slightly so these vent pipes are not running downhill. Guess this heater's been kind of a nuisance call. New board's been put in it, gas pressure's been adjusted, and the last thing we're here to do is lower the unit because somebody installed it higher than the termination point, and these vent pipes are actually running downhill. All right, now that we got the unit down, we're going to cut new all thread to lower this unit. And we'll go ahead and extend the gas line and the electrical, and that will put the heater down at a lower position so the vent pipe is not sloping down towards the termination point. Longer all thread.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Morning. Good, how are you?
Oh, doing good. It's Friday.
Right.
We're inside. And then you just walk.
Inside is always good.
As you can see, Mike working the all thread. He's a master at the craft. Look at that finger work. That comes from years of milking cows. All right, I went ahead and eliminated that flexible gas connector and just hard piped it in and hooked up my low voltage thermostat wire. All right, I got the vent pipe all screwed back together. These hangers were nice. I was able to unlock them and adjust them. Very nice. As you can see, we've got slope up on our exhaust and on our air intake. All right, give me power. Okay. Oh, I shut the gas off at the gas valve to check my gas pressure on this unit, and I haven't been able to get it to fire back up since. I keep getting a diagnostic code of 2 flashes, which is ignition control board lockout due to flame loss. And no matter what I do, I turn the power off, I can't get that code to reset. I checked polarity on the board. I did notice a lot of heat here where the resistors are on the board. So we just replaced this board about a month ago. This unit's been nothing but a headache. So I believe 2 months ago, I believe we have another bad board. So this board should be under warranty. I've tried everything. Rollout's good, limit's good, flame sensor and igniter have been replaced recently. Pressure switch tubing and wiring's good. Checked the board to ground. Just cannot get that code to reset. Again, it's flashing 2 codes, 2 flashes, which is ignition control board lockout due to flame loss. All right, so we've got a new board ordered, and I'll be back to replace it. All right, just left United Refrigeration in Monroeville, and they had a board. See if that takes care of the problem. I'm thinking that because the unit wasn't venting properly, and that board is mounted on the front plate right next to the heat exchanger, it was getting overly hot and may have caused that board to fail. So we'll find out. All right, I've got the new board in. The new board was made by Lennox, but Lennox also makes Sterling, but where the thermostat wires connect, there's a Molinex plug, so I went ahead and used some butt connectors. I cut off the swedged end, and they stick right on there. So let's go ahead and fire it up and see if it works. So this is the old gas valve. I basically had to replace the gas valve. So I put the new board in, and I was still getting the code of 2 flame loss. So I checked resistance on the old valve, which I don't have. But not every gas valve, for some reason, shows a resistance value. So I've got this old gas valve on my van that I've had for years. I brought it in, I tested it, and I do have resistance on the coil of this valve. So basically, I unplugged the wires from the old valve, I plugged them onto this valve, and then the board had no more error code. So I ran and got a new valve. But as you can see, I'm testing this valve for resistance, and I have nothing. Let me go ahead and show you something here. I got the gas valve plugged in. I'm going to pull one wire, and we get our 2 code flame loss error code. If anybody can explain to me why on some gas valves I get a ohm reading and on others I don't, I'd love to hear why that is. In fact, I'm going to have to do some research tonight and figure out why that is. So it is running, it is working, and at the end of the day, that's the most important thing. It got fixed. We don't have to return. And again, anybody smarter out there wants to explain why on some gas valves you get an ohm resistance reading and on others you don't. I'm open to learning anything, so please let me know. All right. Gas pressure's good, all wired up. Want to watch this fan kick on, and I'm going to button this thing up, but and there we go. All right. So I'm sure there's a reason why some gas valves you got continuity and some don't show continuity, but that's what happened here. The old valve had no continuity. When I used an old gas valve that I've been carrying around for years, I just plugged the wires in. That's when the board reset and attempted to ignite. Luckily, they had a universal gas valve down at United Refrigeration in Monroeville. Got that in, got the gas pressure set, and we are back in business. I'm going to leave the new board in that I replaced because of the heat stress marks on those resistors in the back of the board. Hopefully this nuisance heater we don't hear from in a while.